All right, so excited to say we have our guest waiting in the wings like Lyndon Johnson on the plane. Let's hit that intro.
All right.
Oh, that intro gets me so amped up.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, all right. Matt Arrett in the house. Are you ready to spread it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Figuratively, of course.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, we're all civil gentlemen here.
That's right. I was browsing the European Council on Foreign Relations site to try to figure out who actually runs Hamas. Because as I was saying to Rain, the bizarrest thing in this, incredibly successful assault on Israel, there is no video anywhere of anyone claiming credit for it or making a list of demands to Israel. It strikes me as odd. Don't you think that's odd?
And the head of Hamas, which is a dominant political party in the Gaza, doesn't actually live in Palestine, but rather in Qatar, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is another. But yeah, no, it's. I know you guys were talking about 9/11 shady business that that went down in 22 years ago, and there's obviously people are bantering about the comparisons to 9/11 regarding the current situation, and like Bibi Netanyahu and others are kind of correct, but not in the way that most people realize, because it was just like then an inside job. I don't know how Mythbusters, and I appreciated the fact that you were busting the Mythbusters. I don't know how they dealt with Building 7. I get
they just said we're not doing 9/11.
That's
and they
what
would
they
say
said.
it on their show on air. They would say we're not doing 9/11. They won't do JFK. They won't do 9/11.
Wow.
And that shows how much people were asking them to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to just come out and say it.
Everything's just random. There's no purpose. Everything's just luck. And trust the science. And I mean, there's nothing else to trust. There's nothing to believe in. How do they use this to keep foisting these ops on us right now? I do want to tie this back into Hamas. We did promise a little bit of action on Hamas and Muslim Brotherhood, and we could talk about UFOs a little bit.
You want to do that today too? Okay, we can.
Well, we got to hype. We got to hype the documentary.
Yeah, sure.
The very least, we got to get that in before you're done.
Let's work it all in. Okay,
we'll hit it all. So I mean, what do you think we're facing right now in the Middle East? Do you think it's a grassroots, militant operation with Hamas, or is it more than that?
No, and I did review some of your presentations on the Muslim Brotherhood origins, which I hope people listening have also reviewed. I think you did a really good job painting a good picture of that. I didn't finish watching the second one.
Thank you, but the debt is to your wife on that. Just a point form rereading of her article, which was fantastic.
Well, you did justice to the material. That was good.
Thank
you. Yeah, no, it is not an authentically, organically arising Muslim organization in any way. Chaz Freeman, the former U.S. ambassador to Saudi Arabia, has spoken about this. Ron Paul has spoken about this and has written about this.
Yes.
There's many authors, many people who have been on the inside who have made it very clear that Hamas itself was created largely and patronized through specifically the Shin Bet, a branch of Israeli intelligence in the USA, in order to specifically push back or create a counterpole to Yasser Arafat's Palestinian Liberation Army, Palestinian Liberation Organization that itself was set up in 1967. Now, there was actually two things that come out of this, because number one, Hamas is directly an outgrowth of the Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood, as you document, or you went through very nicely in your presentations, and as my wife goes through in a lot of detail, it itself is an outgrowth directly. It was a creation of British intelligence going back to even the 1870s, 1880s.